Welcome, everyone, to DieFall Presents Ruin Crimson. We're back, and this time, no cabbages. Well, okay, there might be actually cabbages, but we'll figure that out later. We'll get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I guess I'll just go ahead and do the spiel. We were talking about none of us remembering what had actually transpired prior to cabbages, so really trying to get that in there. But DieFall Presents Ruin original 5th edition D&D cooperative campaign featuring 3 heroic odysseys. I gotta drop heroic out of this. To escape hell, 3 parties embark on unique journeys through the many layers of hell where their actions will lead to consequences for one another, potentially cabbage related. Welcome to Team Crimson. There are 3 ways our viewers can interact with this game. First, you can invoke Fate by using !Fate for various effects. $2 for +2 to a roll, $5 for a reroll, $10 for a nat 20, $20 for a draw from the deck of many, and $69 to invoke Chaos. Be sure to identify the players you want to influence. Second, every 10 retweets will grant a nat 20 to a random player at the table. You can find the tweet linked in the chat. Somewhere it's happened 1,000 times. I need D20s from my cast because we hit our first threshold. Yay! So go ahead and roll me D20s. Third, patrons may participate in various minigames within the Shard of Discord, central location of our campaign that we will eventually arrive at. These minigames affect world building, story setting, NPCs, future events. Please use ! Patreon in the chat for more information. We just had our 2nd month of rolls, and the players in that game did not batten down the hatches very well for a severe weather crisis, and like 3 buildings are completely destroyed now. So that's fun. Some of them took some hefty amounts of wounds too, including 1 doctor. So it's good.
Oops.
It's developing nicely. So, yeah, welcome everyone. And it looks like I've got, I don't know what this is for. Emma, help. Emma, who is this for?
In chat for Dwin.
Okay, for Dwin. Dwin gets a card. We'll find out how that works out. Does anyone want to volunteer?
Sorry.
Wow. Oh yeah. Evie has a dog in her shirt. There's just a there it is.
There's a dog.
There he is. Great.
Why wouldn't there be?
Why wouldn't there be? Of course. Does anyone want to volunteer to do the recap? We did just talk about it if anyone's feeling motivated, or I literally have the notes in front of me here. If you feel like that's more comfortable, I will just read them.
Which recap? Both?
Yeah. The cabbage recap?
I think so. The cabbage recap is a special aside that you'll be able to catch on the YouTube this Friday if you missed it the first time. Otherwise, that's just gonna sit there as this little special nugget of information for those of you that were there, okay? Otherwise, we are getting back into the main story of our game. So we'll stick with that.
Yeah, no, my memory's not good enough.
Got it. I'm realizing now that I need to recenter Meyer. It's fine, hang on. I'm moving his camera. We're good.
I think I remember what happened.
Centered. Yeah? You wanna do the do you wanna do a little recap as Lenore? Okay, let's do it.
Yes. All right. So we started, we were still at Luthlay's, and Carnifex was having some good soup, some really tasty soup. Also, what closed, they had gone again. That's par for the course at this point. And then we had a very lengthy discussion on what the hell we were going to do to get out of hell. And the plan that we came up with eventually was that we were going to try and impress Anweir by challenging and killing his champions, which, sounds like a bad idea, but could be a good idea at the same time. So we were making our way into town, and lo and behold, Anweir was coming down the road, and fun times, was not alone, had the champion. Anweir made some threats. Carnifex challenged, and we fought very large Minotaur. And, well, didn't go over real good, but he died, but we're a little worse off for wear. And we got transported and saw a vision from Carnifex of his adopted daughter, and Well, she had an unfortunate fate, and it looks like they were set up, and he's out for blood, understandably, and then we kind of came to, and that was that.
And that was that. And that's where we find ourselves in the aftermath of the bridge. I'll just go ahead and drop everyone on this again so we can just, really settle in to the carnage that was wrought on this particular bridge. That being said as well, Lenore, you will pick up the first nat 20 there. The rolls were a 5, a nat 1, an 18, and a nat 20. So Lenore with the nat 1 is going to take the first of the boons there. Excellent. So yeah, this is where we find ourselves immediately in the aftermath of the combat. So, what would you like to do?
There's definitely like a moment where Carnifex just kind of stands there, because that wasn't a memory that he really wanted to have to explore, remember. But then he sighs and kind of hobbles over to the Minotaur, and because he decapitated it, so he just grabs it by the horns and picks up its head and just says, we should head to Anua's estate.
Show it off.
Lenore, having healed you, standing beside you before you leave, I imagine she's just having tears down her face, having witnessed that whole thing, and she's kind of swaying a little bit as she's barely on her feet, but she's trying to stand up tall as much as everything hurts.
Where am I on this map?
Far
Over
left, behind the bush that you had remained
right.
behind the whole fight.
It's a good bush.
It's a good bush.
Very, very protective. Did Carnifex take its head off?
Yes.
Okay. I think maybe we take that with us now.
Yeah.
Okay. You can carry it though. I'm, my back. All right. I'm going to agree. We should go find this Anwir and let him know what we did, and maybe he can help us out. I don't know how this place works. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to all these corpses over here across the bridge and look for stuff.
And look for stuff, yeah. While you cross the bridge, you look up into the sky, and you see something there.
Oh no. Oh. What is it?
It's a moon,
Oh.
That's
which
usually good.
gives you the ability to cast the wish spell whenever you would like. So I'm just gonna put that over here. You're gonna hit the accept trade button, and whenever you want, you just get to do that now. Thanks, chat, for that. There are some limitations on it in that you cannot wish for the death of a god, because it starts getting a little weird story-wise for us.
Right, okay. But I could wish to be that Minotaur.
You could,
Pre-beheading, right?
you could. Well, you want to be the Minotaur? You want
You
to
know, a Minotaur?
true polymorph yourself into a Minotaur?
My God.
I don't want to. I just want to know if it's possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And I will hand you the Minotaur stat block, and that's just you forever.
I am perfectly content being like that.
Tempting, but no.
Just testing my limits here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good to know.
Good to know, because I have that as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of those sitting around there. You can look up the specific wording of that if you go to the top right where the little eye is,
Yep.
and type in wish. It should pull up the spell there if you want to see the specific words on it.
Yeah. And
But a lot of
This-
times, if there's something you want to do and you just want to ask me, we'll see what we can do.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see.
saving it for now.
Oh my god. What weapon was the Minotaur using?
A great axe. It is a great axe that is taller than you are.
So I can't. I'm gonna
Damn.
try lifting it and swinging it. I'm gonna try anyway.
What is your okay? So this is very specifically like you have the benefit of swinging weapons made of magical blood, so they don't have the same heft and like weight as regular weapons do. What is your strength score?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty low. A 7.
A 7. You attempt to lift it. It is very, very heavy. You feel like yes, you may be able to get 1 or 2 chops in, but you're going to be overbalanced, and it's going to be very cumbersome. If you wanted to just claim it as a trophy, sure, why not? But I think it might not serve you very well in battle.
Even if I made it my packed weapon, because then I use my charisma to swing weapons. Would that change anything with the magic like related to my attacks then?
Mhm.
Okay, in that case, I'll take it with me and like take the time to make my packed weapon later.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time.
Because that'll make it like one of the like the blood weapons, right? So it changes its physical form to serve the pact.
Okay, in that case, I'll just like put it on my
big ass axe, absolutely. Yeah, and then strapped up there is like the Minotaur head. You've got the
Everything.
There's a lot of things going on here. Okay.
I'm naked, so like I'm pretty
That's
pretty
right,
light.
you are.
Yeah.
You have so
pretty
the
light right
only
now.
belongings that you have right now are the magical fan, right? I'm pretty sure you still have that.
Yeah, the magical fan.
The axe and the
amulet.
Minotaur head, and that's it.
I also have
You
the
like-
amulet.
Oh,
of
and the
chaos.
amulet, yeah, and you just like don't have anything else. Backpack's gone, clothes are gone. Wow,
Everything.
It's a good look.
it's a good look. It's a warrior's look. I don't need anything else. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So you go do that. Dwin, while you're over there, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. You're gonna just start looking through the belongings of these guards.
Oh, good.
Okay. Yeah. So what you find is probably amongst all of them, there amounts to be maybe 15 more of those coins with the masks on them. Each of them are wearing chainmail armor. They carry longbows, pretty fine long swords as well. If you were looking for like any type of weapons or armor that you would want. Some of them do have some, pack rations and things, but it doesn't look like they were prepared for a long trip. They were just serving as a guard for Anweir here before finding you. So it's probably about it. Let's see.
15 more of those coins.
Roll me a D100.
A D100. Okay. Roll D100. Rolling. 43.
43. Let's see. You find one of them is carrying an iron oil lamp. It has engraved with dozens of eyes on it. One of them has a flute. And there is a folded piece of parchment which declares that one of them was married to someone you've never heard of.
What's the shiniest thing there?
Probably the lamp or the
I think the
ivory
lamp.
flute. Yeah. Yep. It's an oil lantern. You can put that in your pack.
I knock it off the bridge.
The oil lantern?
Yes.
Just throw it off. Okay. Into the water.
Okay. Oh, did it break?
Did it break? Well, I don't think you know as it sinks below the water.
Okay. I watch where it dropped and I just watch and I wait.
Okay. It's a,
Okay, then I'll
it's
just
a little
like
lantern. I don't think it does anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna I've been watching what Dwin was doing, and I'll just hop in and just grab the flute while he's looking at the lamp in the water. I'll just grab that flute.
Yeah, it's just an ivory flute.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's my flute.
What flute? There's no flute. Just hide it.
There's no flute.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no flute.
Okay, if you say
What?
so.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, should
Your
we get
eyes-
going? I'm going to try and sleight of hand and take the flute one.
Oh God. Okay. If you would like, also, you look around and some of your party members are incredibly injured. Dwayne,
Okay.
you kind of got out scot-free on the whole getting hit with anything front.
Oh no, they're injured. Can I sleight of hand and steal a flute?
You can certainly try.
Try.
Sleight of hand, Valanth, roll me a perception check. Oh, it's a pretty good one.
Wait, did I roll? Perception,
no.
perception.
I rolled a 17.
Yep, 17's pretty good. Valanth rolls a 19 and
19.
absolutely sees you try and
I did
snatch
it.
the flute. You watch
Oh,
as
it just
Oh my
lagged.
it's okay.
It just lagged.
You watch as Dwayne attempts to snatch the flute from you, Valanth. Do you let him take it, or you see this happen?
I just smack his hand off.
I
Just,
flinch
no,
and
mine.
skulk off, and you haven't seen the last of me.
Dwin remembers this.
Remembers this.
No, I think even then, like it's just question mark, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
Excellent. Yeah, so I think on this front, Lenore, do you want to suggest maybe a short rest so that you may recover more than one of your hit points?
Yeah, I think she's sitting on the ground. I don't think she can. She's just watching everyone. Like, just give me just 5. Just I'll be good.
Yeah, no, I could do with an hour, honestly.
I'm fine.
Zephyr looks
It's
at
time
you.
for me.
It's not always about you, Dwin.
I'm going to sit on this stump over here and just cross my legs and wait.
Well, you can at least
Not
keep
always
a
about
watch.
you. Fine. And I stand on the thing and I look around and I go, it's not like I have wings or anything.
Zephyr is going to reach over towards Lenore. All right, I have a couple of these left. Is going to apply some cure woundsing to you. Yeah, I think Roll20 is just lagging out of its mind right now. So
Yeah.
applies 5 points of healing, and he kind of shakes his head. Well, that was pretty weak. Last one then. Yeah, it is really wow. Okay, we'll just wait
Yeah.
for it. It's all good.
Okay.
He applies the cure wounds, and there's 12. And he goes, all right, that seems a little bit better. So you recovered 17 total points from that. And you are welcome to take a short rest. During a short rest, you can bind your wounds. In the case of my warlocks, get your spell slots back. In the case of my fighters, get your abilities back. And I think some other people get their abilities back as well. And you can spend your hit die, if you would like to, up to whatever is remaining there to recover some HP.
Do I get my flute back?
Valanth still has your flute. So,
And I'm gonna like start playing it just to spite him.
yeah, you like look at him across the bridge and just be like,
you just like.
You see that even though I'm sitting on this stump of the bridge, you see the hackles of my neck are really like big and fluffy and angry. Pissed. Pissed is the word, yes.
pissed is the word. Zephyr will also spend some of his hit die here to recover some hit points. So he's got 1 and 2. Because he took a couple of hits as well.
4.
Oh yeah, that looks good, Cartifex.
Oh.
Not
Big,
good. Okay.
Big 4. Big 4. All right, he recovers 12.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
That's a little better. It's a little better. It's a little better. Excellent. So, as we're resting, and Dwayne, you're keeping an eye out, roll me a perception check as well.
Okay, perception.
As you're looking out towards the city through the little bit of woods that remains on this side of the river here. Oh,
Can
there
it
you
be
go, Carter.
perception with disadvantage because I am looking at that flute?
Yes. Absolutely. Okay.
15 and 20.
15. So even with the disadvantage, rather perceptive. And what you note is up in one of the trees is that same owl just sitting there watching.
I'm going to shoot it.
Oh my.
Okay. You whip out your bow and you fire off an arrow. Go ahead and roll.
I'm second guessing myself, but I've already shot. So
Yeah. You didn't even think about it. You just, there it goes. Roll for it. It's up in a tree, a couple 100 feet or 100 feet away from you. You just see it there. That's a nat 1. And you watch it as you fire off this arrow, and the arrow doesn't really go where you want it to, but you also watch as this bird doesn't fly away, doesn't move out of the way, doesn't do anything, just cocks its head to the side, hoots at you, and then disappears.
I look back at the flute.
Oh, this whole time, Carnifex has had the great axe in front of him, and he's making it his pact weapon because he needs an hour to do it.
Sure.
So, and that's a short rest, perfectly enough.
Yes.
So I think he kind of sits there from him and kind of like legs crossed, staring down at the blade, at the great axe, and then bites into his hand. So it bleeds and places it and like grips the hilt of the great axe, and from his hand you kind of see the blood spread, almost like a symbiote, like venom, just coat it and then sink into it before like just disappearing, and it's just the axe again, and he kind of raises it.
It feels lighter, thankfully. Feels wieldable. It also feels like maybe it's a bit stronger than you were expecting. So it's a great axe +1.
Ooh,
so it is
okay.
a +1 weapon. Adding that to your sheet now, and we will modify that, or you can modify that if you would like to, for your charisma bonus rather than your strength. So this will be the Minotaur's great axe.
Okay.
Actually, so it's Tior's great axe because he is the champion. Tior's great axe, or was the champion, I suppose.
Yeah, was. And so once he sees that it's like the pact has been made, he kind of like lets go, and it just like melts into blood and just seeps back into his wound, and it disappears.
Nice. Valanth, what song are you playing on your flute? Your flute.
Oh my god. Oh god. What's a good song? Something by Doja Cat. That's the first thing that has cat in it. That's
You know what? Yeah, exactly. And I think Doja Cat is actually a tabaxi, a well-known one, a bard on the prime material plane. Dwin, you know this song, and you know it's being played tauntingly at you.
Oh, I know.
And it's the moo one. What is it? Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. I'm sorry.
This really is hell, isn't it?
Oh my god. That is perfect.
I said I'm doing it to taunt him.
The renowned bard, Doja Cat. The song's being played by Valanth. Oh, this is good.
You have invoked the ire of several generations of tabaxi.
Oh God.
I just really like this song.
Yeah, Luthale comes up to you. Oh, that's a clever song. Does it have words to it?
Don't make me do it again. Yeah, I'll just recite some of the stuff that I just previously said.
I'm going to loudly reload my crossbow.
And then I go with the whole like Tanjiro Doji moo and all of that.
Oh, that's
because there's that part. Yeah.
Those are words.
Kids these days.
Is it popular
Men
where
music.
you come from?
Oh yeah, Doja Cat is like one of the most popular songstresses in where I come from. Yeah,
Wow.
we play this every other night when we have our little parties after we're done with our studies.
Sound like really interesting parties.
Oh,
yes.
they get interesting.
So.
And I just wink.
Oh, good. Yes. Shall we proceed to the city? It looks like they probably will know we're coming, though.
I am sharpening my claws on the rope bridge. If it breaks, it's not my fault. Yes.
Sharpening my claws. Tink, tink. Fiber by fiber. Tink. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it probably is time we start heading to. Do you want to go to the city? We already defeated one of the champions. Do you want to go straight to Anwar's estate and just kind of strike this? And he holds out the Minotaur's head.
Maybe. Maybe we get a feel for what's going on. He really expected that Minotaur to win. Rather impressive, though. Good job, everyone. I feel a little bit more confident putting, the whole fate of my eternal soul in your hands.
While you were doing your stuff, do you know the owl from before? That it was here. It left.
So he definitely knows we're coming, then?
I guess.
Sounds like it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose we just be careful.
Yeah, we just don't keep him waiting, I guess. If he already knows we're coming. Might as well
Right.
get on with it. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to go to the Colosseum and enter this tournament, or do you think this is enough of a qualification?
Well, I don't think Anwar's gonna just let you waltz in. Did you, do you feel like a champion? Do you feel stronger?
Well, stronger, no. Like a champion, I like to carry myself like I've always been a champion. It's best for your mental well-being.
Question, and I raise a paw.
Yes?
Yes, Dwayne.
When the Minotaur before killed the winged person before, it sucked them up, and the Minotaur got bigger and stronger. How come that didn't happen when Carnifex did it? Did you try sucking it up?
They would like look at the beheaded like pool of blood where the Minotaur is. Well, she looks at Carnifex.
Does sucking only work one way, or what?
I've never. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, okay.
He's gonna walk up to the body and like with the head and just kind of breathe, I guess. Just like,
yeah, you like inhale.
I give you my flute.
Yeah.
I can give you my flute to use as a straw.
No.
You wouldn't dare.
yeah, no. Carnifex is like, thank you.
Okay.
No. And hands the flute back.
Yes, I don't think I-
Okay.
I think there was more lip action before. Try that.
And we're just like, I don't think I can watch this. She just kind of like turns.
Carnifex kind of like, I'm a turtle. We don't really have lips. It's more like a beak kind of thing. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe in and see if anything happens.
It doesn't. You breathe in the fresh air of the woods around you and the river, the smell of the river and the mud. But no, there's no Carnifex increasing in size. There's no, empowerment here. And I think our minds are cast back to the Colosseum, the amphitheater there, where when the Celestial was slain, there was this outpouring of this kind of purplish smoke. And that was breathed in. Unfortunately, none of that was exuded from the Minotaur when you slayed him. Why that is, I don't know if anyone in the party knows or has taken the time to consider it. But it doesn't seem like this is the same circumstance.
Lenore will
Yeah.
think on it.
My guess it had to do with them being a celestial, but I might be wrong.
Roll me an Arcana check, Lenore.
So
I'll use my nat 20.
Okay.
Um,
I will spare you doing science then.
no. I want to win science. Give it to us.
Okay. All right. Hear me out. If you had to breathe the angel in, that's because it was an angel, yes? Full of dust and hot air. This was a minotaur, right? So we need to find a hot fire and make some burgers. Right.
Yes. Yes. Lenore thinks on this and says, "You know what? That's pretty close." And by pretty close, it's not. And unfortunately,
Okay.
it's not.
All right.
It likely has to do with the formal challenge and the atmosphere of the amphitheater itself. More than likely, Anweir has consecrated that place as where challenges like that can happen and the benefits therefore be gained. Out here on the bridge, it wasn't like the crowning of champions. It was
Right.
a champion sent against you for you to be murdered.
Okay. I see Zephyr's face and I go, what? When in hell, right? And I try and stealth.
Yeah, like hide on the other side. Okay. Cool. Oh, jeez. We need some cards. Oh, is that cards for everyone? Okay, I will draw. Thank you. Thank you very much, Geek
no.
Dice. I will shuffle deck and draw a card
Oh, no.
as we continue to discuss the fate of everyone involved. Excellent.
So, I guess we probably should go to the tournament then, if we really are gonna follow through this whole champion plan.
Yes.
Agreed.
I'm still gonna keep this. I think this would be a good thing to shake any opponents we come up against.
Yeah, no, definitely needed.
I can't believe you kissed it.
I didn't kiss it.
Okay.
If you say so.
So,
Entirely sure what you're fantasizing about to win, but
So we proceed towards the city that we had left previously. The gates are open and there is like this electricity in the air. There's excitement. People are milling about and there are hawkers on the corner shouting about a tournament of champions. That Tior had fallen in battle against some celestials. And so a new champion must be crowned. Many of the people here are making their way to the Demon Dome Amphitheater. And this is where we find ourselves. No one stops you. No one accosts you. Again, most of the city is still in that kind of fugue state of not really recognizing where they are. But you do see guards at the gate. They are aware, but they don't stop you as you approach.
I want to make it clear that I was holding Tio's head as visibly as possible.
Okay. Yeah. That-
Presenting this as
yeah, just like, oh, okay, sure.
I probably I probably used some scrap cloth and like tied the horns. I made like almost like a necklace, just holding like wrapped around
Just
my
big ass.
chest.
Oh
And
my
just kind of
God.
walking with
Wow.
Tio's greatsword as well. He summoned his greatsword as well and just holding it.
Just
and
holding
great
it? Yeah.
axe and holding walking through.
Those that are aware start to recognize this, right? But it is not the champion's welcome that you would expect. There's a lot of mutters about celestials, murderers, warmongers, spitting at your feet as you make your way through the city.
I was serious about this stealth check, by the way. I'm keeping a distance.
All right, yeah. You keep a set distance back. Go ahead and roll me stealth.
Okay.
A 10. Okay.
Boo, murderers!
Patu, oh, I spit on you.
Like turning around, like, come on, Dwayne, you're literally part of the group. I know what you're talking about. Just to make really lead into it. When you were there, you took. I'm pretty sure this is one of your arrows, or like this is one of the marks. Your arrow left, and points at like a hole where that one of his arrows hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Dwayne did fire a shot at. Yeah.
I speak lies, slander.
Okay. So you just proceed. Do you want to continue to the amphitheater then? To the arena? Yeah. As you approach, and we get kind of to this central location, crossing the other bridge that you had flown across before in flight away from the city central, we come up to this marketplace again, where people are like selling food and popcorn and churros, and there's games and wrestling matches and like all sorts of just fun and a fair. And the people here, most of them, again, the ones that aren't aware, seem to be having a great time. Smiles plastered over faces and things like that. But as we approach, go ahead and have everyone roll me a perception check.
A 17.
Excellent.
Way too.
A 6.
Well,
Okay.
No.
Duin, you note that there are some guards positioned around the amphitheater. Most of them look, there's some humans, dwarves, a couple of elves, but they are all wearing a very similar uniform that you've come to recognize as being part of the guard in this particular district. They've taken note, and one of them does seem to be approaching the party. You are set back a little bit, but you see them approach. Valanth, you note that there is a small child in the fountain picking up coins. And they don't seem to be in that unaware state like everyone else. And you note that whenever they pick up a gold piece, they throw it back into the fountain. But every time they pick up one of those masked coins, they pocket it.
Okay. Can I talk to the kid?
Would you like to?
I'm gonna I would like to ask him why he's collecting.
Sure.
Why aren't you collecting the gold ones? Yeah.
You break off from the party and you approach this child. They have their trousers hiked up over their little knees. They're wearing these rather baggy clothes. They don't look malnourished, but they do look a little dirty, bedraggled, unkempt. And they see you approach, and they give a start and look up at you because you are rather large and you have big old wings. Looks up.
I don't think I should talk to you.
He puts one of the coins into his shirt.
Okay, and then I'm not trying. I'm just trying to pick up the coins as well. I'm just asking you why
I
aren't you
was here
picking up
first.
these
These
ones?
are mine. You can't take them. Celestials always
Okay.
stealing things. You think you're so cool with your big wings and whatever that big spear thing is. You can just take our stuff.
I'm no celestial. What?
But you got
What do you mean?
wings.
Oh yeah, that yes, but they're not I'm not magical or anything. I just have wings, you know. And then I'm just. Do you like music?
He glares suspiciously at you.
I'm just a little bard, you know. We like to play music. I just happen to have wings. I just go around playing my flute next to fountains. I'm very famous. I am
She's lying.
the fun.
He looks at you and looks at the group that you walked away from, and his eyes widen when he notices Carnifex's choice of jewelry. A big-ass minotaur head.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you were right next to them. He knows where you came from. And he looks, and his eyes get really, really wide. He's like,
You're the ones that killed Tio? It's not
I was
very
just
nice of
eating
you.
soup.
Eating soup? What does soup have to do with anything? You're traveling with a murderer.
News travels fast, huh?
that head kind of like?
What?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's seen the head.
Oh yeah. People
Then everyone
notice,
knows about it, yeah.
Right? Yeah. One of the guards is starting to approach the group. Like people know. We are wearing that openly, and literally the day before, we watched that Minotaur behead a Celestial and become the 10th champion.
Cool. Okay. I'm just gonna leave this kid now, I guess. Just gonna be like, okay, no point in talking to this child now.
He's
Wait. Are you going to fight in the arena?
Maybe.
Is he going to fight in the arena? And he points over at Carnifex.
Conflict just smiles and waves and just says, absolutely.
He pulls out 5 of the coins he fished from the fountain. He goes,
Did you place a bet for me? I want to
like,
bet
no.
on that one.
I am now behind the child.
You're like, what, in the
Do it
water behind the
yourself.
child?
Yes.
That's terrifying. And you say do it yourself?
Yeah.
Even though I'm dead, they don't let me do fun things. I still live on the street. You'd think that after you die, that you get to have fun and play around with puppies and not have to worry about being dirty all the time and scrounge about for coins, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it sure does.
Place bet for me.
I try and sleight of hand steal his coin purse.
Hey, roll me sleight of hand.
Oh no. This poor child.
You get it.
I mean, they're in hell, right? I mean, it's not my fault they're in hell.
You take this child's money from the middle of the fountain where the guards from the arena are approaching the group.
We're all gonna
but
die.
I can't be seen because
You can't be seen
well, I mean, sleight of hand, they'd have to get a perception check to see what I'm doing.
to
Right?
see what you're doing. They do
Right.
see you in the fountain with the child as the child talks to Valanth. That is
Right,
a
I mean,
thing.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not invisible.
Right.
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat. I'm a cat. Yeah, you have the corpus and you slip it inside, like, one of your pockets there. And the boy turns around and like looks up because he notices you there now, right as your shadow is cast down on him. He's like,
Meow.
Oh,
fine. And he stuffs the rest of his coins in his shirt and he goes splash, 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 splash out of the fountain and slap, 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 slap with his bare feet down the cobblestones. At this point, one of the human guards approaches. They're wearing a rather gray, high-collar uniform with the mask symbol on it that you found on the coins themselves. He looks at you and says, "We were alerted that you might be attending today." He's looking very specifically at Carnifex.
Yes, so how do we do this? Is there a dotted line in to sign? My sword is already here, so I don't know if I can sell that.
No, don't you worry about it. The rules will be made apparent to you. Are your, companions throwing their hats in the ring as well?
I mean, I can't speak for them, so I just turn and look to them.
Nora's just like deer in headlights.
I'm just gonna raise my hand and ask, will this be a group effort or are we like fighting each other?
The first rounds are a group melee, where the top 10 will be selected. It will then move into a 5v5 bout, and then from there the winning side shall have 1v1 bouts until the champion is decided.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure, I'm in.
Remember, though, the finals and the last battle, there is no quarter given. It will end
Okay.
in a death.
Speaking of quarter, I'm counting the coins from the coin purse I stole from the child.
Yeah, and I think he looks at you. Get out of the fountain.
Okay. I step out
Yeah,
and
splash,
I keep counting.
Splash. Yeah, you just keep counting. He had picked up 10.
Okay.
Right, come with me then. We'll set you up in the competitors' barracks.
Yeah, I as wordlessly follow.
Wait, I said okay, I'd step out, not okay, I'd oh, okay, fine, whatever.
Doesn't even pay attention, just keeps you along. Luthale is behind you. She's like,
I will be watching from this stance. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
Zephyr continues along with you and goes, don't know if this is the best decision, but I do think it is best that we stick together.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all in then.
I guess we must stick together. I glance at the flute.
There's so much pain. I can feel so much pain from this. Okay. We enter into the amphitheater, and you're taken away from where you would have like climbed the steps up into the viewing gallery of the arena itself. And you're taken kind of behind the scenes, and you are brought into what they're calling this barracks of would-be champions. And you note that there are 15 other competitors that are here as well. Some of them look to just be regular people, dwarf, human, elf. One, a true orc, standing with cloak heavily shrouded over their face, 2 blades at their side. Another, covered in tattoos, their skin pale white, large tusks jutting out. There's a manticore back here as well, and it seems to be having a conversation with a bugbear. There is one dressed in some tribal clothing, talking to a gray dwarf, a Durgar. A man, and you watch as his skin shifts and changes and becomes a wolf in front of you, seems to be cracking jokes with an half-ogre. The largest of them, an enormous giant of a man, with a singular unicorn-like horn protruding from his head, sits in the corner and sharpens a meat cleaver-looking blade. The guard deposits you here, says, well, this is where you'll prepare. No fighting until you get out there. Again, starts with the melee and all that nonsense. You can talk to the steward over there. And there's someone wearing like this high-collared red and black suit. Her hair is tied back into like a really dark black bun, spectacles low on her nose, and she seems to be signing in some of the other competitors. The steward will take care of you there. And well, I'd say good luck, but I'd really want you lot dead.
What did I do? I counting my coins.
And he spits at your feet. Damn Celestials. And leaves the room.
Damn Celestials.
And so you're
Yeah,
just
you
in
said.
this barracks of a room. The steward, having been shown to you. What do you want to do?
Probably gonna like, just look around. Is there like what kind of like from like the clothing and the equipment, the attire some people have? Can I know? Do I notice any like magic users that people are clear magic users? Anyone who's clearly just fully melee? Like, I want to do as much.
You want a reconnaissance?
research. Yeah, exactly. of
Okay.
What I'm gonna either be fighting against or fighting with.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
You are observing them, their stance, their weapons, their just the
That's not
way
great.
that they look to try and get the best feel for what's happening. At a 15, you note there are probably like 5 commoners amongst this group. They're probably not going to pose much of a threat, and maybe they're just trying to elevate their station of some kind. The bugbear, the 2 orcs, the Durgar, the half ogre all look to be rather true melee people. Their weapons probably being about the best they've got. The werewolf man, bit of a mystery, but those claws look really sharp, as do those teeth. There is a small kenku as well that you note. And what do you know about, roll me a nature check for the manticore.
All of us, or just?
Carnifex is the one that was like making the insight check.
Okay, okay.
So I'm kind of just having that there.
I mean, sorry.
If you wanted to like also do that, like you want to take a look around the room. I guess my question is this, Carnifex, are you doing this solo or are you communicating the things that you're seeing to your group? That's the difference.
I don't think I'm not communicating as it is happening. I would have like after getting everything, I would tell them, but I think I would initially be like, I'm gonna scope what we're dealing with and then start scoping. Whether or not they do it afterwards, I don't know. But yes.
And thank you, Jen, for nat 20s for everyone. Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, we might need these. We might need these tonight. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Sure. In that case, if you want to roll nature, Dwyn, go for it. Yeah. For you, Carnifex, maybe you're not familiar with like the beast man. You know what they are, right? But maybe you haven't run across them. You know, great wings, can fly, sharp teeth, and spines on their tails. Probably a pretty, terrifying combatant, but with your strategic mind, the flight is going to be the hardest thing to contend with. The fact that they can fly. Dwyn probably coming to the same conclusion. That one's got wings. It's probably going to be hard to hit, up in melee, sharp teeth and otherwise. I think the largest mystery to you is the enormous, looks to be probably mixed with an ogre and that horn. It glows like softly in the dimmer light with the torches here in the barracks. And I think that might be the biggest mystery of, is there a spellcaster amongst the group?
How shiny is his horn?
Very.
Like really shiny.
Like, very shiny. It looks like a crystal.
Oh, I wish I had that horn in my hands right now.
You might get your chance.
With my wish spell.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Oh, no.
we'll see. Before.
If I can't do it right there, then I don't want to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was literally wishing for it, but if I can't, then
You
that's fine.
you want a horn or his horn?
I want his horn on his forehead right there. Right here in my hands.
But of course, if it's too much, I don't want it.
Too much.
As an evil person, I'm like, I know how we can fuck him.
You want to spend your wish card on it?
I mean, you said it's so shiny. I must have it if it's so shiny.
Play your card.
How do I do that?
You click on your card there in your hand, and you just click and drag it out onto the field, as it were.
Okay.
So you see
I
where
don't
it
know
is
how
above
to...
your name? You see where it says 1, that little card? On the bottom
yes.
of Roll20. Mm-hmm. And you just click that, and then when it pops open, yeah, there you go. And then I will go ahead and just put it. I'm gonna. How do I get this over here? Here we go. And we just do a little right-click flip, and we play the moon card. Dwyn.
Oh,
The world shifts and shakes around you, and all of a sudden it comes settled to a stop. And in your hands, like this, it is huge. You have an enormous blue crystal horn.
I turn to Valant. This is your fault if you just gave me the flute.
The flute is not shiny.
It is.
Unaffect steps a few steps away from Dwyn.
In front
and
of
looks
us,
at the manticore.
we see where this ogre had a horn is a hole in his head. Blood is pouring out of him. He roars out in pain and collapses to the ground as blood just spills all over. The steward steps through the blood, looks at Dwin, and says, "You were told no fighting in the barracks."
I didn't fight.
She looks at the enormous horn in your hands.
You can have it. Do I look like I can? I didn't. I give it back.
Oh no.
Lord Anwil will have to hear about this.
Okay.
He had such high hopes for that, too. We'll have to cancel all the bets for him, too. Ridiculous. Fine, give me the horn, then. Unbelievable. Celestials have no idea how to follow decorum. Murderers, the lot of you.
Do I look...
Can't believe he allowed you in here. Which one of you? Who's signing up? You're in.
I am.
You just murdered one of my combatants.
Just in.
I'm in.
I will sign it with
Context
his
what's up.
own blood. If you won't.
What?
Yeah, we're all in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I signed my name in and I just signed Dwin's name in.
We all just put Dwin's name.
Unbelievable.
This
Fine.
never would have happened if you just gave me the damn flute. I swear. I just want to...
I will let Lord Anwion know of this mishap. We'll have to find a 20th. We'll see how that goes. She takes her sheet and she looks at you and she looks down at it. You're all named Dwin?
It's a
No.
strong family name.
I'm gonna write.
Yeah.
I definitely wrote Carnifex in.
No, we were. I'm going with it. Yes, I am Dwin. I am from the Doja Cat clan.
You Celestials come down here to our plane where we must make our home and just, what, make fun of us? Just treat this like a game?
No.
Unbelievable. And you, waltzing in here with the champion Tior's head around your neck like a trophy. No sense of shame.
I kind of consider it more self-defense to make sure that no one else makes the mistake your champion did.
It's not my champion, I just facilitate the games. Fine. Though, I would suggest maybe placing that somewhere around here. It's starting to smell.
You get used to it.
Here are the rules. Once I find my 20th, the grand melee will begin. It is a free-for-all. 10 left standing will continue onwards. It is a fight to bloody. Not to death. Keep that in mind. Some of these are just people, looking for a bit of entertainment in their eternity. The next bout will be a 5v5. We generally allow the participants after the melee to select the group that they will fight with. The remaining group will move on to a bit of a semi-final round, 1v1 duels until the finalists are selected. Again, these are all until bloodied until the finals. Should one of those commoners make it somehow, I don't want them dying. That is not my goal. Be aware that the sands will shift and change. Your footing will not always be stable, and not always safe. You may take whatever weapons you would like. The armory is over there if you need to select anything. Other than that, some of you look a little bloody yourselves. I'll have the medic come look at you. We'll get you in tip-top shape before you head out. But you only get the one. Between each bout, you'll have a bit of a rest until the next one begins. Conserve your energy if you want to survive the entirety of the tournament. Understood?
Understood. Where is the
Understood.
medic?
I will send for him. Just. Ugh. Are you going to keep the horn, or do you want me to put it in a locker somewhere?
I mean, if it's no big deal for you, yes. I just yes. Is there a cloakroom or something for it? Here's a coin, and I flick one to it.
She catches and just. Next to the armory, there's a locker room. There will be ones with your names on them. Enjoy the games. I do so hope you lose. And she
I hope
turns
we
to
disappoint.
leave.
So I look at the horn and I.
Roll me an
Look
Arcana
around.
check.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for a 19. Holding the horn in your hands, it is rather large. But, as you
I'm
look
sure it is.
deeper into it, the light that you felt like you could see, that shininess of the crystal, there's energy inside this thing. And you think that given a little bit of time, you might know how to channel that.
How big is this thing? If it's a thing I can attune to.
Big.
Okay.
It was literally attached to that man's head. And his head is bigger than your body.
Oh man.
Yeah, as we're like
Yeah.
talking about this, there's like a cleanup crew that gets brought in here, and they're just like trying to figure out how to maneuver this literally 20-foot tall giant onto like a tiny stretcher.
Oh.
That is hilarious. I turn to the group and I go, I don't know what this is. It seems magical. Does anybody want it, or should I take it? I don't know what it is.
Does anybody have like?
Can anybody identify it?
That's
No.
not my wheelhouse.
No. No.
Zephyr shakes his head. Unfortunately
Okay.
not.
All right then. Well, while the medic is here, I'm going to put it on the floor. I am going to go around it a couple times and maybe short rest, sleep on it.
Yeah, the medic comes by. And fortunately for you, with his items of power, he will give you back all of your health and apply that to you there. And those of you that are missing spell slots, he will return those to you as well.
Okay. Question, DM. So, like, when you're attuning to stuff, is a short rest or a long rest you need to do?
Short, generally.
Okay.
So
And would
I
a
think
short
that's
rest have a
probably good for this.
Okay.
And now I need to
Also-
make this thing, since this didn't exist until about 5 minutes ago. But
I also ask the medic, do I look celestial to you? People keep saying this and I'm very confused.
yeah, the medic that stands in front of you is this elf. Looks at you. Well, the papers, I suppose, and the announcements have all been full of accusations of a group of celestials murdering Tior and causing chaos amongst the peaceable people of the realm. So I suppose that would be you lot. Now, whether or not you are one, I don't really care. It's just my job to make sure that you are fit to be a spectacle.
Wow, rude. Okay. What is this I have in my hands? This big blue horn thing?
You asked the medic?
No, myself.
Oh, okay. I was like, you asked the medic? It was attached to that dude's head.
You can take your time with it. I don't really. I'll just
Yeah,
have it.
it is. Hang on.
I better be able to blow through it.
Oh my god. Turn it into an actual horn. Okay.
No, well, not really, but I will go ahead and just place this in your sheet.
there's a lot of different effects that it can take. And so
Oh.
you have the horn. You can direct the power of the horn at a target you can see within 30 feet, and it must make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and suffers a condition based on the color of the horn, which is random. So we would roll a d3 on each of every time this happens, and it suffers either blinded, charmed, or frightened. Success, target takes half damage, doesn't suffer the condition. Target repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending effect on success. This is not attached to you, so
No.
I'm gonna roll me a d6, Dwyn.
Okay. Roll 1d6. Oh,
2 charges a day. Recharge slots on long rest. Done. There's the horn.
okay.
While the med is around, Contact is going to ask, so the moment we become bloodied or someone becomes bloodied, they're out, or is there a chance that someone could heal them back up? How is that going to work?
The first rounds, generally it is frowned upon to use healing magics. Keep the bouts fair. You can use the damaging ones. It seems to be generally to the approval of all spectators. The final duels, however, I have seen healing magics used in those cases. And most everyone just agrees that you should use every tool to survive.
Thank you.
Well, Celestials or not, make a show of it. Otherwise, we don't get paid. And he turns to leave.
Can I bet on myself?
Betting room is upstairs. You can absolutely bet on yourself.
Okay. I want to,
You go upstairs to where everyone's betting?
yes.
Okay. It's a bit of a hubbub. And you get up to the counter. Little bookie there with a, little green visor on and a little book in front of him and a bunch of these Tessiran coins. All right. What you putting your bet in for?
I want to bet on the 5v5.
Right then. Are you sure you want to do that before the actual round?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't know who's in it.
Well, I am in it. And so are 3 other Dweens and 1 Carnifex.
Well, how do you know? The melee hasn't commenced yet.
I'll be back.
So, do it as a clarification for maybe Meyer. It's rounds. The first is a 20 person free-for-all. The 10 remaining out of that will then go into a 5v5 against each other.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
it's one after the other in a
Right,
tournament
okay.
style format.
Right, okay.
So if you wanted to bet on yourself for the first round, be like, yes, I, Dwyn, want to, I make it through the first round. Here are the coins, here's my odds, right?
Okay.
You could do that.
All right. I knew that. I want to put down 100 coins on myself.
Oh, right, you're a competitor then. Taking a look at this. All right, payout's not so bad. If you win, come out about 10 coins ahead.
So if I put down 100 coins, I get back 110 coins? Or what?
If you win, yeah. Survive to the next round. The melee's a bit of a low baller one. People don't really bet
Right.
so much. Most of the money, though, happens to be on that big ogre boy. The one with the horn. And then, he notes that, you have this horn strapped to your back. Still bloody.
I'll be back. I try and hide.
Yeah, roll me stealth. Disappear. 11. It doesn't go very well.
I hide behind my horn and I walk away.
Okay. Yeah. Does anyone else make any bets on themselves for the first round?
I didn't bet because the odds were not good.
They're not
People don't
very.
want
They're
calling
not
you
very good
Captain
at
Sense.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not betting myself, but I am going to the armory.
Yeah, Lenore's is armor and weapons.
Yeah, Lenore needs
Yeah.
armor and weapons. What do you want?
Oh yeah, Lenore's.
I
Forgot about that.
I got a long sword and a dress from Luthele. Yeah, she'd be definitely looking for a scimitar, a whip, dagger, shields, and some studded leather armor.
Yeah, all of that's in there. You can literally just take it off the wall. None of it is like magical or super powerful or anything like that. It's literally just standard gear for like the people off the street to grab and use.
Yeah, I grab a shield as well,
Okay, you have a shield.
and I okay, I don't know if this is a question I can ask that I'll even get an answer for, but do I get the vibe that if I did have Tior's head with me, that would like scare anyone enough to make it harder for them or less likely for them to target me?
Some of the I think like some of the you know when you were making your insight check, like the common folk
Yeah.
definitely rattled, right?
Okay.
Like you have the head of the champion from yesterday around your neck. That's yeah, kind of a big deal to them. The Manticore seems a little unperturbed, as does the orc with the hood and the double blades. The Durgar seems to like take note of this, as does the woman in the like hide armor and clothing. So it's definitely noticed for sure.
Okay.
It could
that case, yeah.
it could function as an intimidating tool to some of them.
Okay. In that case, I want to keep it with me.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Cool. Anything else that you all want to do and or prepare before the 10v10 melee commences, and we'll have to see who they select as the champion that replacement for dude with horn.
Yeah, can we talk like strategies or something? You should
you'd like to.
probably figure that out. Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm misunderstanding or if you just like misworded. Is it a 10v10 or is it like everyone against everyone?
Sorry. So it is the first bout is all 20 combatants on the field.
So
And it's
1v1.
fine, everyone. Okay.
Not necessarily 1v1, it is a melee. It is just the
So you can't
remaining
team
Royal
up.
Rumble.
yes, a Royal Rumble. Thank you. 10 from this move on. Remember that it's until bloodied. So for us at home, it's until half health. That's what the battle is. And if someone surrenders in front of you, you're supposed to like give them the leeway. They're just out, right? The 10 that survive that round move on to a 5v5 skirmish, wherein you select who your 5 is going to be and fight the other 5. Then from there, it goes to a 1v1s from the remaining 5. So if that was your team, you would be 1v1ing your own people until you reach a point where you have to kill one of them in the finals.
Okay.
In that case, Carnifex, well, I mean, is that everyone done? Because I think this is something Carnifex say like after everyone's like,
Yeah, I think like everyone's
Okay,
like, you know, we're all settled, we're in, you guys have been healed up, Dwin's discovered what the horn does, right? We're all just kind of standing and waiting. There's someone with a mop pushing around blood on the ground in the barracks while you're huddled up.
if we end up having to fight each other in the final, I want you all to just go all out. If you're fighting me, fight to kill. If I die, that's fine. You'll get everyone else out. I will make it clear though that I will also fight to kill.
I look at Carnifex and I go, I should have wished for a shell.
pretty useful. And he like knocks on his shell.
Lenore just kind of gives like a heavy sigh and well, my daughter of war. I wouldn't do anything less.
Yeah, doesn't seem like we have a choice. We do have to make sure one of us does win.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Though if someone takes me out, please be one of you.
It seems they kind of frown upon, at the very least, healing. Personally, they think we're Celestials. I don't think we can get any worse than that, so it doesn't seem like a rule, more of a suggestion, so we can definitely ignore that if we want to. I will at very least do my best to back you all up if I see that in the first few rounds you're getting targeted, because like you said, we need at least one of us winning this.
Okay. We have a plan.
We have a plan,
We
supposedly.
stick. Yeah, we stick to each other. Like the crew sticks together, and then
Okay.
till the
So
end.
we have no choice not to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And with that, we will take our break. And when we come back, it's tournament time. Thanks for joining us on Ruin Crimson, and we will be right back. Oh, spicy. Welcome back to DieFall Presents Ruin Crimson. We find ourselves back with our party, having just had a little huddle up about sticking together until they can't stick together anymore. The Royal Rumble about to begin as we take to the field. There is, as you walk through the long tunnel behind some of the larger, again, somewhat ogreish looking creatures, you note that there's a roar that you can hear from the crowd as we get closer and closer to the tunnel, and you come out onto the field itself. There are hundreds of people packed into the stands around you here, and you can see your opponents arrayed in front of you as you walk across the sands. Taking a look to your south, you note a large building, and in it, standing there, is Anweir himself, observing everything in front of him. Is there anything you want to do as you walk out?
I have two things. First, while looking at Anweir, I want to like make a performance of this. I want to look at Anweir and like tap my chest with one hand and cast Armor of Agathis. And then just hold up the head of Tior and then drop it.
Yeah, there's this collective from the crowd. Boo! Yeah, and like jeers and shouts and like stuff is thrown from the crowd. People are not really down with that.
Yeah.
And
I'm leaning
looks
into
at
it.
you.
Let's go.
He doesn't like, there's no facial expression change. There's nothing there, but you know he knows. He is staring directly at you. He leans over and whispers something to, you know, the woman, the steward, the person that organizes this. And she looks surprised and says something to him, and he places a large paw on her shoulder and then says something to her. He then reaches a hand out, and very much as he summoned the Minotaur from before, he swirls his hand, and a black, inky smoke appears in front of you on the field. His voice booms out as he summons the smoke in front of you. In front of you stand a group of would-be champions. Among them, those that have killed Tior, the 10th champion. I think to make this a little bit more fair and a little more even, we shall provide one of the champions in the melee. There's a huge roar from the crowd and cheer. Welcome, the 7th champion, Vola, the Long Fang. And stepping out of the smoke is Carnifex's daughter.
Of course.
She looks much the same
Time to go home.
Yeah, she looks much the same as you remember. Tall, strong, long sword at her side. And she settles in easily, and she looks about, and she sees Tior's head on the ground, and she sees you, Carnifex, and her eyes widen. Father? What are you? How? And then she looks back up and at Anweir, and he nods. And she looks down at the ground, looks up at you again. She says, how could you side with them? Do you know what they do to us on the other planes? These celestials, these angels, do you know what they do? And she draws her blade and shakes her head. Fight well. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
I may be the backseat, but ooh, family issues.
And Anweir raises a hand and says, "No! Let the 10th champion be found! The Royal Rumble begins!" Roll it for me. Let's do it.
Okay.
Joel, you're evil.
Lenore's gonna exchange like a very concerned, worried look with Zephyr.
Yeah, Zephyr looks, he's like, we maybe have made a very big mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is not good initiative from me.
Oh, is it going well?
It's
Is it going
splendidly.
really well?
Yep. Very good. Very good, actually.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry. We'll, let me get everyone on this. All right. Vola rolls a 16. The commoners will go on 10, and then some of these guys are going to just kind of be, they have their own
Wait a
initiative
second.
because they're actual people. What's up?
Did Emma suggest this?
Maybe.
Oh, the betrayal. Okay, cool.
So
Cool,
there's
cool.
there's some, you know, there was some other stuff that like this could have been. Vola was, you know, planned at some point. Not now, but like, why not now? So yeah, just gonna start rolling everything in here. Excellent. Let's see. And then all of those guys will go on 10. Great. At the top of the turn order, we have, the Manticore. Great. Love that for
Oh
him.
god.
Oh my God.
Yeah, immediately the Manticore takes to the air. He's like 30 feet above everyone here and starts raining down these spikes onto the people below. Yeah, he just starts throwing them down at people on this side of the map here. Vola. Oh God. All right, Vola has her sword in hand, breastplate on, and is going to, I guess, approach Zephyr. Zephyr is the closest, and she will make her way there, and she will make 3 attacks against him. 25 and 24 to hit for 13 slashing damage. Nice. Okay. Good. 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 And Zephyr is already hurt. Great. There is nonsense up here as these two begin to fight. Carnifex, what do you want to do?
I think Carnifex is definitely stunned for like a second, but the moment I think in his head he's like, I need to do this, and now that I know Vola's here, she can come with us. So he's gonna charge towards Vola and try to deal with her first.
Okay.
He'd rather it be him than anyone else. At least he can guarantee that only be to the point of bloodied with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he runs. Oh, I would already have summoned my weapon, so.
Yes. Yeah.
I have him. And what is that? A spear. So I have a spear. It's just a blood spear in his hand. He's gonna just jab at Vola and just say, I'm doing this for you, and go for an attack.
Let's see if you can hit me, old man.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay. First, I'm gonna put use my bonus action to put 4 frost on this weapon.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for an attack. I have my shield, it's a one-handed. I'm using my one hand.
Okay.
Guess it doesn't hit.
Ooh, no. A 14 unfortunately will not hit as Vola steps easily out of the way. Oh man, you're getting slow.
Oh.
That's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. There's, a bit of a melee up here. This one here is going to go attack the bugbear. Lenore, what would you like to do?
All right. She's taking out the scimitar. Bonus action, Searing Smite.
Okay.
It's gonna light up red hot, and at the same time, her eyes are gonna be all shiny, radiant soul. Her wings are going to come out, and she's taking to the skies.
We're just popping off. Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
That was my action and my bonus.
Okay. Do you want to do anything with your movement then? Because you have your wings now, you have your fly speed.
She'll go up.
How high?
She'll go a full mount. She'll go over 30.
30 feet? Okay. Excellent. Yeah, the Manticore's up 30 as well, so we'll go ahead and put that. Awesome. The commoners go, and they, start to gang up on some of the people here. This bugbear is now surrounded. They all rush the big guy up here. Okay, Valanth, what would you like to do?
Oh my god. There's so much going on.
The chaos begins.
It's do I fight or do I just hide?
Also, as an apology, it seems Emma has given a nat 20 to Carnifex. So remember, you guys have quite a few of these things here. You have nat 20. Everyone has at least one nat 20 and a reroll right now.
Oh.
Wait, a reroll?
As well, yeah.
Reroll?
Yep. We got those right before break.
Okay, so let's see. Who is the biggest threat? I feel like Carnifex. Do we know that's his daughter?
You can hear her talking, but you also saw the vision. So I don't think you were there, but you saw the vision.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
you
okay.
do know.
Okay, I'll go help Carnifex then and try to attack Vola.
Okay.
Let's do that. Just move myself here and try to stab, I guess, with the lance.
Okay, sure.
Let's see.
A 21. A 21 will actually find the mark here. She tries to dodge out of the way, and you get it. It kind of glances her, but it will deal 9 points of damage. We don't take the nat 20 damage there.
Yep.
Did you want to rage, or is this you just making an attack?
Just me making an attack for now. Yep.
Okay. So 9 total points of damage. Understood.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. The bugbear is locked into combat here. The tribal warrior will start fighting with this orc here. Dwyn, what do you want to do?
Okay, action mode, action. So I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to move my full movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then I'm going to use my feel and agility and go 5, 10, 15, and I want to use sleight of hand to steal that goddamn flute.
With advantage because Valanth is locked in combat. Do it.
Okay.
20, 21. Valanth, what is your passive perception? I'm pretty sure it's below a 21.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
You snatch the flute. You
Okay.
monster.
It's mine now.
Oh my
Then I go.
goodness.
The rest of my feel and agility behind here, and
And
I'm now going to use my attack action to shoot the lady that they're all going around.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, no. I think I've used too many actions in my economy because the action was to steal the
To
thing.
steal. Yeah. So you have
Okay.
your bonus action remaining.
Okay, I use my my cunning action to hide.
Okay. And that's the turn then. That's everything. All right. The Durgar is going to utilize its enlarge ability and becomes bigger and locks into combat over here. The Manticore continues to fly around, peppering people over here with spines. Vola looks around. This is so very annoying. And is going to make 3 attacks, one for each of you. She's going to miss the first 2 and an 18 on Valanth. That's the only one that will hit.
Okay.
And it will do 8 points of slashing damage. And that is her turn.
Seth is missing.
You were right. I have like 1,000 people on this one.
I
Give me
remembered this time.
1 second. Zephyr can go now. He goes, I totally forgot to make any actions. Slap with the longsword. And he rolls a 7 and a 16. Both of those will end up missing Vola. And I will add him to the turn order right meow. There we go. Oh, nat 20 on him. Good job, bud. So he'll be at the top when we get there. Great. Okay. This brings up some people up top. Carnifex.
God damn it. I'm going to use my nat 20.
Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna use my nat 20 and just land a hit. And while he's driving the spear, he just says, "Please, you understand? I'm doing this for you." And yeah, this is gonna roll damage twice.
Yep.
Okay, so
3,
Take away.
12, 15, 16 total points of damage.
yeah.
Is that right? Okay, yeah. So you hit her for 16 total points of damage, and she reels backward. You see the frost cut across her, the blood trail left from your weapon. She looks, do you still have some fight in you, huh? All right, then. Let's make this interesting.
And then a bonus action, I'm gonna cast bleed on my weapon.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Stuff happens up top, and this dude dies. This guy's dead. He's gone. And they start fighting over here. Lenore, what would you like to do? 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, she is going over to the Manticore, heading it off, and I'm going to use nat 20
Okay.
with the scimitar.
Yeah, you slash into the Manticore over here. Get tangled up with them in the height of your combat here. So it'll be, so roll me the damage one more time.
Why don't you let me click on it?
And
Okay, I
do
have to
you-
roll it again. It won't let me click on
That's
the.
fine. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Well, 20's doing weird stuff lately. So it'll
Yeah,
be
and then
5, so it'll be 10,
and then
and
the
then-
searing smite.
and do Searing Smite. Okay. So roll
on
me
fire.
another d6 because it is now on fire.
Yeah, it's 3 fire damage there. Or do I get it twice?
You
for
get
the-
it twice. It does. No, it
Ah.
has to make a con save, or is it con after? Constitution saving throw on a failed save. At the start of each of its turns. Got it. Yeah. So it deals the 2d6 immediately, and then we will figure it out after. Okay. So 6. So 10. So 16 total points of damage. Nice. Okay. Excellent. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. The commoners. They do a thing. Valanth, what do you want to do?
Well, it's not 20 as well.
Okay.
Let's go. Then hit the lance for 12 piercing.
Oh, no, I need another d12. So roll me
Another
another
one?
d12 because
Oh,
you're using your nat
okay.
20. We double the damage die.
Okay.
1. All right, so 13 total
Well,
points of
shit.
damage there.
Okay.
Nicely done. Nicely
And
done.
then, yeah, and then I'll rage. As a
Okay.
bonus.
I will suggest that you have raged as
Before?
so you get an extra 2 points of
Okay.
damage.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
There you go. And you are
Yeah.
now raging. Excellent. The bugbear is dead. The tribal warrior is locked into combat here. Looks really rough. Dwin, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to get involved in that family thing, so I'm going to go around my pillar here. I'm going to draw my short bow and sharpshooter and natural 20
Okay.
and shoot the big kitty in the sky.
Yeah, absolutely. The one that is with Lenore here. So go ahead and roll. God, you're going to get sneak attack for this too. This is going to be obscene.
I
All right.
intend to.
All right, so roll it for me so we know what we're looking at here.
Okay, so you want me to roll?
Just your short bow attack. And We'll
Okay.
just take the damage.
1 second. Please.
Please.
Short bow.
Please, short bow, please.
Yeah.
There.
Please.
Okay. So what I need from you now is another 2d6.
Okay.
Nice. And then we add, what, 10 for sharpshooter?
Yes.
Okay. So 17, 23, 33 total points of damage.
But wait, there's
You
more.
still need to get double the initial piercing as well, because you only pierce double the sneak.
Yeah. Sorry. You need another d6,
God.
and then but wait, there's more.
Wait, so what do I need to do? Sorry.
I need one more d6 because I forgot about the initial short bow damage. Also, that die gets doubled.
Okay.
1. Okay. And then what's the but wait, there's more.
Okay, so the shot as it goes, you see it start to warm up and then glow green as I don't know where in hell, so like souls and stuff start to swell around it, and it hits the manticore in the chest, and you see it glow for a bit, and then out the tail it shoots downwards towards the thing to the purple icon. Yes. All right. As a let me see. Wails from the grave emanates from the manticore, dealing 1d6 to both of them.
To both of them?
Yes.
To Lenore and the Manticore?
To the manticore and to the purple thing behind the manticore.
Oh, this one down here. Yeah, so make
Yes.
it's 2d6 for each because we also natural 20'd. So
Okay.
we just do all of that. Cool. Okay, so this dude down here takes 8 points of damage and he's dead now. And the Manticore takes, so that was 33, 34, so 42 points of damage. Is that right?
Maybe.
Sounds right, yeah.
It is very, very hurt.
Is it bloodied?
Yeah. It will have to likely surrender, or it's gonna burn to death from the searing smite.
And I'm going to now cunning action. Hide.
Yeah. Looking about the field, you start to notice that people haven't really taken into account the whole pulling their punches thing. And people are actually, like, getting really messed up. To to the joy and cheers of the crowd, it's a little much out here. All right, Durgar is locked in combat up there. This is not going well for anyone involved. The Manticore looks at Lenore and goes, I yield, and tries to fly away. Lenore, do you let it?
Yeah, I let it, but he still needs to make a constitution save.
Okay. Okay. Con. Oh, he failed. Oh, he
On
failed.
fire.
Yeah, he failed. Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Roll it. Oh, it doesn't need much. So it is. Oh, just another D6. All right. So D6. See if he.
3.
Yeah, he doesn't. He falls to the ground, crushing into the sand, and
Does the fall damage kill it?
dies. Yeah, looks
no.
pretty messed up.
Oh no.
There's a big ooh from the crowd as it like collapses to the ground, and then then a bunch of boo. And you can hear some jeers about celestials and things like that being thrown in your general direction. A well-placed tomato flies and underneath your feet, and they almost got you, but they can't throw that far. Zephyr will make some attacks here, and he will look at Carnifex. Do you know each other? What is happening here? He's going to hit for 6 slashing and 16 radiant damage. Okay, dude. That one
He's
really
gonna
hurts.
yell, "That is my daughter!" I just
As
yell
like
at
as
him.
his sword's like in her, you go, oh no, oh, and he's gonna back away. I don't know how I feel about this, and Vola's gonna lash out with her longsword at him, which I think will just miss. Yeah, it'll just miss due to his armor. Okay.
She looked bloodied.
Her?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's at least a bit of a relief. I don't know if it's.
It's her turn
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the skull card. Vola looks at you, Carnifex, and then backs away one little square here and says, I learned something new when I became champion. Are you ready? And you remember that she had the ability to shapeshift in life, and she begins to utilize that now. In front of you, she disappears, and she grows, shifts, and changes, sprouting wings, scales, and enormous fangs. Stomping onto the ground in front of you here is a bronze dragon.
You're fucking grounded when you get back home.
She looks at you and your friends, and she says, I hope you're still quick, father. And she's going to exhale lightning breath in your direction. 30 in a 30-foot line. I need a dexterity saving throw from Carnifex.
Damn it. Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's great. This is just great. What, Dex?
Dex.
I don't. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, a nat 20.
You're gonna use it? Okay. Wow.
No, it just
wow.
rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god! He rolled it.
Oh, that's really good. Because it's 10d10 worth of damage. That's 23, 17, so that's 30. That's 40 total points of damage, halved to 20. Don't forget I gave you 2 nat 20s. Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh,
Why would you do that?
thanks, Stella.
Why would you do that, Stella? Why?
You take 20 total points of damage from the electricity, even though you try to perfectly dodge out of the way. The air crackles around you and snaps, dealing A lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. The help of this guy up here, the ogre gentleman, goes down. Carnifex, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my bonus action, gift of the chromatic dragon, and then I'm gonna use my nat 20 to hit.
This is the last one of yours, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think at this point he I think he drops his. No, he holds his shield up. He's gonna stab. And he's just kind of like, a dragon? Okay, that was new. And okay, 8. This is 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 16 points of damage for. Oh no, wait, because I need to roll that again. Because nat 20.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be.
Yeah.
Okay, so minus so 1, so 9, so 25 total points of damage.
Yeah, and she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Or begin to bleed.
Con save. Say 24.
Yeah. Yeah, she makes it.
Okay. All right. Take into account her damage here. Got it. At this point, she looks bloodied, but she's not surrendering.
Vola, please stand down. It's still bloody, please.
She doesn't answer you.
Dragons cannot talk.
I mean, she did.
They can
to me,
talk.
Said, "I hope you're fast."
They
Yeah,
can't.
no,
They
no, I'm
can't talk.
joking.
Oh, okay.
This dragon doesn't want to talk.
This one up here dies. The half ogre is dead. These two over here.
One more has to fall, and it's done.
Yeah. Okay. Lenore.
Yeah. Oh dear. Imagine she hears this transformation behind her.
Turn around. There's a dragon there.
Yeah, that's shit. Okay. Fly over here, and she's just gonna. It's ranged. Yeah, that's ranged. She's gonna just sacred flame this that
Okay.
buddy there.
Still sitting in the air.
Yeah.
All right.
DC 12 dex.
Yeah, let me find my boy. Ooh, he nat ones. Okay.
And then I forgot that I can do this, but part of Radiant Soul, I can do extra radiant damage when I deal damage to it
Okay.
with an attack or a spell, and that's 4 points.
So 12 total.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. The common man here, noticing that he's very outnumbered, starts to run away. Just gonna run away. Runs this way. Balanth, what would you like to do?
I'm stabbing the dragon.
Okay.
Okay. Nope.
An 11, unfortunately, is not going to
Oh,
connect.
okay. I'll use my reroll.
Okay, roll it again. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, dude. So it'll be, jeez, 13 total points of
That's a
damage
lot.
here. All right.
And then one more. Because it's on that 20.
What do you
Oh, it
mean?
does a nat 20 automatically.
Yeah. We already.
Was
So
it?
yeah. So when it
Oh,
turns
okay.
green
Oh,
like
okay,
that,
sure. Okay.
it gives us the
Oh,
numbers.
okay. That's it. Okay. Sweet. Done. There you go. Get stabbed.
Okay.
There we go.
Excellent. Dwyn, what do you want to do?
I see the dragon and I go, oh, then I'm going to shoot it with my short bow.
Okay.
No thingy, because it's a dragon, right? It's scary.
It's very scary, and you roll in that one, it like tink right off the scales.
Okay, I'm going to use my tail and whip out my dagger and throw that. 25 to hit.
Do you get a bonus action dagger with your short bow?
I do, yes, because I've got dual weapon thingy.
But short bow takes 2 hands.
So it says here, let me see, 1 second. It says, I got 2 weapon fighting. When you take the attack action, an attack with a light melee weapon you're holding in one eye.
A
You're
light
right.
melee weapon. Yeah, you have 2 weapon fighting, not.
I see.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I am in that case going to take out the dagger with my tail and contemplate life, and then use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh gosh. This is good.
Natural
combat
20.
continues
Oh,
up top.
that.
Okay, nice. You are hiding behind the pillar. Zepha looks at Carnifex and looks at the dragons. What do you want me to do?
Knock her out, please.
No, all right. And he will rush back in. Swing with his sword here, his 2 melee attacks. One of these is going to hit for 16 total points of damage. And
Why are you so stubborn? Who do you get it from? I just
yeah,
I wonder.
there's like a throaty chuckle. I can't imagine, Father. She's currently off the thing, but I will go ahead and add this back because it's a separate token. So she is 16.
You're
At
21.
16.
Was it
Yeah.
16? Okay.
16. And she is going to see if we recharge the breath weapon. Does not. And I have 2 nat 20s?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sure do.
Okay. I'm a nat 20. The bite on one of you. We're gonna just roll a d3 here. So I have 3 attacks. So it'll be d3 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So the first attack goes against Valantha, and the next 2 will go against Zepha.
Oh, damn.
So I'm going to nat 20 one of the claws against Valanth, which will result in 21 slashing damage, and nat 20 the bite against Zepha, which will.
Is that 21? I have it because of
You
the
have
rage.
it due to
right?
rage. Yep.
So 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
actually
he
really
will
good.
take. Yeah, that's really good there. 25 total points of damage from the bite, and a second claw at him at 18 will just hit for 15 more slashing damage. So 40 total points of damage to Zepha, and he looks really, 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 really hurt.
God damn it.
Okay. Combat continues up here. I think this guy dies. Goes down.
It's over?
Yeah, like a roar goes up from the crowd, and there's clapping and cheering. Vola does not stop. She still lashes out with her claws, bites out with her maw. She does not stop. The rest of this guy over here, this orc, kind of like steps back and looks around. The werewolf as well, and he's like, "We're done. We're done, right? We move on. We move on." And Vola does not stop.
Is anyone gonna do anything about this?
Carnifex, what do you want to do?
I Drac, in so much turmoil right now. He's not gonna stop either if he sees that Vola isn't. Yeah, and he's gonna attack. God damn it. 24 to hit for 14.
Wow, yeah, that'll do. That'll hit for 14.
Yeah, and she needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay, she'll roll con. 21.
Yeah, she saves.
Okay.
Vola, please. It's 10 people. It's over now. Please stand down. We can fight.
It's not
Side by
over
side
as
now.
long as you work with them.
Vola, I'm trying to get us out of here, and I don't know you're here. We can leave
There's
together.
no way out. Anything else, Carnifex?
He's gonna put he needs a bonus action to place Hexblade Curse on her.
Right.
He points it at her. She kind of feels the blood flowing through her, or I guess whatever flows through you. I mean, yeah, it's blood. Dragons bleed. Kind of for a moment, it feels like her heart stops and it starts again as the curse is laid on her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Yeah. Everyone else is just kind of waiting. Lenore, what do you want to do?
Right.
It's like
Lenore's
back
gonna swoop in, and she's gonna kind of like not really kick him, but like kind of just like do a shove off with her feet to make Zephyr kind of go back, so she takes his place.
You're performing a shove action. Is that what I'm gleaning from this? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Not so much like a shove action. She
You
just wants to
kick
get
him.
in between, and she wants him to kind of like fall back. Like I'm not like attacking him. I just want to insert myself
Okay.
in that space.
All right, sure. Are you 30 feet in the air still?
She'd be like kind of going down an angle.
So are you okay? So how high up off the ground are you?
Probably like 2 feet.
Okay. All right.
She'd be like hovering. She'd be like kind of just going down.
Sure. All right. Sure. You switch places.
And she's gonna swing with her scimitar. 24.
It hits.
And then Searing Smite's still active, I believe. It's concentration.
I believe Searing Smite only applies to the next melee attack.
Just so.
The next time you hit a creature with a melee attack during the spell's duration. So it's already been applied.
Right. Yeah, that's 9.
Okay. 9 slashing damage. All right. Valanth, what do you want to do?
I guess. Oh, I also have to leave. I'm gonna I'm gonna run away and start leaving towards like an exit.
you don't need to do that if you're just gonna bounce out. So if you want to do, just turn off your camera.
I can just yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can just attack before I do that, and then I'm gonna head off.
Good luck. Have fun.
Let's see. No, I don't think I hit her.
Yeah. Unfortunately not.
Yeah.
If you don't mind just leaving the Zoom call on and just hitting the camera off and the mute button. It won't mess with the camera locations.
Will do.
Thank you.
And I'll see you all
Everybody
later.
wave.
Bye.
Everybody say bye, Evie.
Bye.
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 Oh.
Everyone get your booster shots, okay?
Yeah.
If you're eligible, please get your booster shots.
Get
Get your vaccines.
boosted. All right, I gotta move Drac back to that spot. Apparently, we were just gonna switch. There we go. All right. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, Valanth unfortunately misses to win. What do you want to do?
All right, now's my chance. The item that I got before, I can't see it in my sheet. Where is it?
So it is a handout in your journal should be under magic item. Nope, it's at the top. I will move it to magic items. So under Crimson, where you get like all of your handouts and your character sheets and stuff like
Okay.
that. Under magic items, there will be one that just says the horn.
Okay, I see it. So now's my chance. I unstrap this big horn. I cannot really hold it. It's very heavy, so I throw it on the ground and I sit on it, and then I start to rub it, and I launch the magic at the thing.
No. Okay. Sure. All right, you launch the magic at the thing. Let me pull this up so I remind myself what it does. Wisdom saving throw. DC 15. She rolls a 1. So I need 3d6, and then she suffers a condition.
Okay, what color does the horn turn when I rub it?
Well, you know what? I'll roll a d3. Let's find out.
Okay.
It turns crimson, which means she is
She's
charmed. 9 damage and charmed.
Okay, so from my position of power on my horn, I go, stop!
Okay. Okay.
She's charmed, right?
Yeah, so she like kind of like stutters and backs down. Yeah, for the time being, she has to listen to the command that you've given.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the fight conclude?
Zephyr like looks at Cardiff. I mean, what do you want me to do? This is.
Oh, god damn it. It looks like she stopped fighting.
She has been enthralled by the horn, and I sit cross-legged on it.
I don't know anything about this horn. I definitely saw this blast happen, but I don't know about the magic effects of it.
No, you don't.
So, yeah. So, I just see Vola standing down. So I just kind of take a breath and go, I think it's over, and I'm gonna look to Anwar to see if there's any sign of it seem like he's gonna stop this now that Vola's stopped.
Okay. So the first draw that we had, the skull card, was to make the encounter harder. That was Valant's pull. The second card. This one's Carnifex's.
What happened?
He's gonna get naked again, isn't he?
I'm technically I've been naked this entire time.
Okay.
The throne card. An opportunity presents itself to you. Something that can change the very fate of your existence. In Carnifex's head, he knows how champions are crowned. You see, like, this door in the shadow waiting to be opened. What do you want to do?
Just so I know, what do I need to do?
Well, the previous times you've seen one champion crowned. It involved the killing of another contender, or champion, or celestial, and consumption of their essence.
Carnifex can't do that.
The door slams shut. The opportunity is missed. She stands down. Anweir looks over. Is this it? Is that all? Fine, fine. There are plenty of battles ahead. Never you worry. And there's a great, roar from the crowd. What a show! Blood spilled on the sands this day. Yeah. And people are super stoked about a lot of people dying again. The charm will wear off pretty quickly as things come to a close here. That being said, we'll go ahead and she comes back to her normal self, shrinking and shriveling down into a rather bloodied Vola, sinking to her knees in front of the group here. She looks up to Carnifex.
You know, it's really not fair when you all gang up on me like that.
You were a dragon, Vola. And Carnifex is gonna just like fall to his knees in front of Vola and just like go for a hug.
Yeah, she'll hug you, and she.
Why? Why do you help them?
She looks over your shoulder at the two Celestials standing behind him.
Vola, I'm just trying to get out of here.
There's no way out, Father. There's no way out.
There has to be. And now that we're together, we can leave together.
She stands, helping you to your feet, and she looks back at Anwir, and Anwir's like just looking at her.
I will likely have to talk to him, but there she is now.
The steward steps out onto the sands and claps her hands.
Come on now, back to the barracks. Take your rest. We'll clean this place up, and then we have to get on with the festivities.
Okay, I put the horn on my shoulder. I just pat it and I walk towards the back.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
we walk
Vola,
back off.
Vola.
Yep, what's up?
before you leave, Vola, the 5v5, we can fight side by side again.
1, 2, 3, 5. Oh,
She looks at you, and she looks at the...
We could. We could. I'll return to the barracks in a moment.
And so as you like move into the arena area, right into the building itself, taken back to the barracks location, she splits off from you, escorted by 2 guards, ostensibly to go talk to her boss, Anwir. You're given time to rest. If you would like to take a short rest, now is the time to do that. If you would like to spend any hit die, now is the time. Dwyn got away scot-free on this one, didn't really suffer too much. You do note, however, all of the larger combatants have been dealt with, much smaller ones, including one just like halfling man, just like sitting in the corner like, I should have died. I should have died. That was insane. What was I thinking? I should just get out. I should just get out. This is too much. This is too much. Where's the dragon? I want to team up with the dragon. Please.
Absolutely not.
Please let me team.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If you want to walk out, but you're not teaming up with my daughter.
Your daughter. Oh, I suppose you're both reptiles in a way. That makes a lot of sense to me, I guess.
She has much more teeth than you. Very scary. That lightning was no joke. I'm gonna... and he like walks over to the corner and just throws up. What do you want to do while you rest?
Well, I have no hit die left. So I'm just chilling there, but I think there's an energy to him now, kind of like, despite how like certain he was that we're gonna get out of hell, or at least become the champion, he is more certain now, kind of like he's more positive about this. He's got a very odd spring to his step, despite getting almost electrified by his dragon daughter. Yeah, there's a piece about him that you're only realizing now that you see it, he was severely lacking previously.
Reinvigorated determination.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to play my flute now.
Man, that loses a lot of its punch with Valanth not here, but yes, you can play your flute now.
Okay. What is it? Performance?
Yeah, if you would like it to be.
15.
Nice. What do you play?
Well, Vanad's not there, so I get bored and I throw it away.
Ha! Valanth's here. She's in the room, right? But like, I'm not
Right.
gonna role play her because I don't want to, mess with that.
I see her looking at me vacantly and I go, and I throw it away.
Yeah, she seems to not recognize that the flute is there. It's really weird. That being said, in the last combat, we'll go ahead and pull this up. There was another card pull. This one happens behind the scenes because it is one of our first ones of this, I think. It was the Comet card. This was Lenore's pull.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you had been able to single-handedly kill the Manticore, you would have leveled up. Unfortunately, with Dwin's assistance, that is null.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm
Yeah,
used to getting that card nullified.
we didn't know it was there, and it kind of just sits in the background until it's decided on. So Dwin, wait, who was it? Dwin was Skull.
I don't have a card yet. No, I wasn't Skull.
It wasn't you? Oh.
It was Villain.
Oh,
Villain Skull.
that's unfortunate.
What's unfortunate? I'm not naked, am I?
You tossed the flute away, and you can't find it anywhere. You've lost one of your magic items. It's the
It
flute.
was magical?
Magic.
Yeah.
I'm a tabaxi. I don't really care.
It's gone.
Out of sight, out of mind.
It's gone.
Wait, so the talent is you lose something.
You
lose
lose
a magic
a
item.
magical item.
Okay.
The flute was a magical item.
You doing some, you lose some. It's okay.
Yeah. So that resolves the rest of those cards there. But you're here in the barracks. Lenore, did you want to roll any hit die? You already did, or?
I didn't take a hit.
Oh, Zephyr did.
Zephyr did.
He's gonna need to make. All right, he gets D8s, and he has 5 of them, and he's already spent a couple, so he's gonna. Okay, he gets 12 back. All right, not bad. He gets 12 back. He's not looking very good, but he's alive. The rest of the people around you, you start to realize like the melee took its toll. The fight was definitely much harder than a lot of you maybe expected, or even they definitely expected. But they look pretty worse for wear as they like bandage themselves up and try to prepare themselves for what's to come. Is there anything that you want to do or discuss prior to Vola's return?
Is there a steward anywhere?
The steward would be in and out of the room if you wanted to speak to her.
I'll go to the steward and say, what? Oh, first, for my own memory, the 5v5, is it to the deaths? Is where the, I mean,
no.
so far everything's been to the death, but like,
yeah. So it's supposed to be bloodied, but when you like come up to her, she looks and she says, "Oh, actually, I was here to make the announcement, so might as well do it now. Lord Anware has decreed that all fights moving forward will be until the death. You are welcome to leave if this does not suit you. But, it seems that our original melee went on a little bit long and we're trying to save on some time."
Okay.
Is there any other questions?
No.
Right then.
Okay. I mean, what is the afterlife? Well, I mean, like, saving on time for what?
Well, the party afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So you have an out. If you want to stop, you can. If you think that your character would. Or do you think they would push forward?
Yeah, con effects would push forward.
Okay.
Doing as he is right now would probably push forward, I guess. But, no. I think he's not going to.
He's not going to push forward or not back out?
Not going to push forward.
Okay. So you go up to the steward and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna..."
Where do I cash this thing out?
No,
How much is it worth?
I don't
No, you ripped it off the head of that ogre, man. If you can find a buyer, I suppose. But, yeah, fine. You want to step out of the ring and your chance at being champion? Sure.
Hold that part. And I turn, and as I turn, the long thing is going to swing towards its head. And I walk back to everybody else.
She ducks underneath it. Ass.
What is everybody doing still? Are you all fighting to the death?
Oh,
Zephyr
yeah.
looks around. He's like,
I'm really not sure I'm interested in that, though I
Zephyr
don't
actually
think they're
acted-
going to give us a choice. At least myself.
and he like looks at his the wings, his metallic hair.
Pretty sure we're the ones on the chopping block here, and by we, I mean at least me.
So it's not really a choice, is it?
I think we're stuck in it.
I think we either fight and win here, or fight and win out there. They're gonna keep coming after us.
Okay, I stay, I guess. I shrug, and I sit on my horn.
The man that was throwing up in the corner leaves. As soon as he hears that like this whole thing is now to the death, he's done. He's absolutely out. You note as well, Werewolf Man. Werewolf Man backs out.
Interesting. Okay.
Leaving
More like we're chicken.
Chicken Man, yeah. Leaving the orc with the two blades, and this kind of tribal looking man who has two axes.
How many people does that leave in total?
8.
God damn it.
They split us 4v4.
Yeah, but that means he's gonna have to fight Volo again.
Wait, 4v4? Think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
So,
I mean, I can sit it out if I can sit it out. I'd rather not die anyway, you know.
right. Right.
Zephyr's gonna go up to the steward, and there's like a hushed conversation over there, and she's just like glaring at him this entire time. And he, he tries to like be a little meek about it and like ask politely, and and he returns.
So, turns out, myself and Lenore and Carnifex are not allowed to leave. Valanth and Dwin are free to go, but Anwir has personally selected the three of us to continue. I was assured because Carnifex had slain the previous champion. I, because I am clearly a celestial trapped in the wrong plane, and rather than just execute me, they want to use me for sport. And because, and he looks over at Lenore, you are too. So, we're screwed. But Dwin and Valanth, if you want to go, apparently you are free to go grab a churro, sit in the stands, and watch us die.
I'll go steal his shit. She'll say like real quiet.
Okay. So, I mean, that way it's you three and then his daughter. So that's one group and then the others, right?
I mean, there's
Well,
also...
that's 4, and then 5, and then 6, so that means a 3v3. If Valanth steps out. If it's an odd number, I'm not sure how they'd treat it.
Valanth is quiet in the corner, like probably doesn't care one way or another, right? Smile.
I mean,
Either way.
I'd rather not have to kill you all, so I guess I'll just, stay.
I'm not really sure what our options are. If we stay 4v4,
Because, we are trying to get out of this together, and no offense, but
right, no, right, but
I could kill any one of you in one attack.
in my current state, I don't disagree with you, Dwin. I will fight on the other side.
Zephyr, no.
Well, it has to be one of us, and, well, I mean, I had already made my peace with it. If any of that purpley nonsense smoke comes out of me, be sure to breathe that in. It seems to be pretty effective.
What do they smell like right now?
What does Zephyr smell like?
Yes.
Zephyr smells like sandalwood. Even after combat and blood and things like that, he just smells of like a sandalwood.
Okay, maybe.
Right, well, don't miss a chance then. Okay, as for your daughter, which, how have we not talked about that yet? Everyone just lets that fly by. The hells is your daughter doing here, Carnifex?
I couldn't tell you. It was just as a surprise to me as it is.
And she's a dragon. You gonna let anyone know about that?
She can change shape. Yes.
Why is no one else surprised about this who she was?
We're in hell.
What does that have to do with anything? You expected her to be here?
I just shrug.
When we were at the bridge, we had instead of another silly challenge, we saw his memory that had her in it.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, like one of those group dreams that you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Oh, another. How many times has that happened so far?
3?
And all of you are involved?
Yes.
But not me. That settles it.
You were involved once. Remember, we had the challenge of crossing the bridge.
Bridge. Oh, the bridge!
Yeah, that one.
My mind is so foggy on that one. Isn't there some weird crystal thing in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yep.
Right. Well, it seems like some kind of selection has been made. And I don't think I'm on that list. But, yeah. Do you want me to... is your... He looks at Carnifex. Is your daughter going to fight with or against you?
She seemed to like the idea of fighting with me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's up to Anwar.
I get the feeling he might have the most sway on her now. Familial ties, be damned, I suppose. Right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna throw the fight, right? Just, here. Who's hurt? And he starts conjuring the magic in his hands. I've got a couple of these since that doctor came down here, so get over here. Let's make this count.
Yeah, Carnifex is definitely gonna go over.
All right, he will give you 15.
Oh, that's perfect. It's exactly up to max.
And he will give Valanth, she had suffered some too, 16. So that's okay. Good. All right. That means I'm spent on that. No more magic from me. Just be careful. Ooh. This is a better idea too. And he pulls the scabbard in his sword. And he hands it over to Lenore. Right, this one's blessed a bit. So, hold on to it. Gets a little extra kick when you hit. Summons down some really nice radiant fire. So, make good use of it. And, yeah, tradesies. Or I'll grab one from the locker.
Yeah, she actually has like a long sword on her.
Yeah, You just give him yours. Okay.
She's gonna lean in for a hug if he is so willing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And he gives you a big hug. It's gonna be all right. Like, hey, you know, just our turn of souls and all that. It'll be okay.
Celestials, am I right?
She's gonna like very kind of like choking back tears, kind of like, just, I'm so sorry.
No. No tears. No tears here today. You will return to your father's court, successful and more powerful than we could ever hope for. Right? You're gonna find your way out of here, off this plane, and back home.
She's gonna like just very like meekly nod.
Good. Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to go meet my compatriots and, demoralize them uncontrollably into losing. Right.
Okay.
And he's gonna go over there. All right, lads. And he's gonna start talking to them. Battle strategy. And as that happens, Vola returns. Her body having been bandaged, and you note that much of her wounds have just been completely healed over. There's no sign of scar or blood on her person. And she walks over to your group. I heard, it's gonna be to the death again. A 4v4. So,
Yeah.
Father, with me or with them?
Damn it.
How long have you been here, Father? On this plane? How long have you been aware?
Aware? How long have I been aware? How long has it been?
3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days. Time moves a little bit differently here. You'll begin to notice that even the districts around us, their time moves differently. One of them, it's never even night. I have been here a very, very long time. And I have been sent to the other planes to battle things like her, she gives a pointed finger at Lenore, where they ravage our people, burn our cities, and tear us apart without remorse, to claim it as their own. They started a war. They're removing us from the cycle. There's no way back. As long as heaven continues to push this, there's no way back. You want to stand with them?
Vola, these people are helping me
Helping you do
get out
what?
of here. To get out.
Get out to go where? You're dead.
Home. I shouldn't be. I still have a war to fight, and
A water fight.
it was for you. I wanted to end the war that took you from me, but now you're here, and now I can leave with you.
There's no way out. And there's certainly no way out for me. Do you know what happens when you become a champion? When you breathe in the champion's air. Your soul is bound to Anwea. You're one of his. That's it. That's the contract. You're pulled out of the rebirth cycle and you serve a god. And I have served as one of his faithful generals, thanks in much to your tutelage when we were alive. And I have done well. The army of the Seven is very powerful. And I regret him pulling me back here, but I can see why he did it. He likes a show, a spectacle. And if he knew about us, well, what better way? He does know. He confirmed it upstairs. So with me or against me? Are you going to weigh in, Celestial? Or are you just going to sit there and cry?
Vola, I don't know what you've been taught while you're down here, but I do know I didn't teach you that just because some Celestials are doing this, all are the same.
Yeah, you are correct. And I understand that. But from where I stand, and where my eternal soul rests, it's what I must do. I do not have a choice. I already made my choice.
Carnifex looks to Lenore and Dwyn and Valent. And takes a step back to side with Vola and just says, I'm sorry.
Good choice, Father. Good choice. Right. She looks over and says, why is that one over there? Does he not fight with you?
He wasn't going to. We're hoping to have you with us, and he was going to be on the opposing team to make that happen, but I guess a change of plans.
Right, I guess so. You there, shiny hair! Get back over here with your kind. And Zephyr looks at, what? Oh, wait. Carnifex.
She's my daughter.
Well, good luck to you. But
To you too.
and I won't be pulling the punches this time.
I'd be disappointed if you did.
Right. Right. And he walks back over the group, and you go join the two warriors on your side, and the orc goes, ha! We get the dragon! Oh, yes! Oh! This is good! Now this is good! You all are fucked! Whoa! Man! So happy to see you! The 7th champion! This is the greatest day of my life. Can I get an autograph?
Stop talking.
Fine, alright then. And he goes and sits down, sulks. Zepha's over with the group. So, just to keep the sword, I don't think this is going to end well, Lenore. We need a plan B.
Yep, we do.
Do we have anything? What do we have? Dwyn? Any tricks? You're the sneaky one.
I have a crossbow and my rod.
And that's a pretty good trick. That was a pretty good one.
What do you want from me? What's your question?
I don't know. Is there a way that we get out of this without killing Carnifex?
Kill him softly, then, like, heal him after.
Is that an option?
I don't know. I have a knife.
Well, stab him softly then. We could try that, I guess. Oh no, I regret spending my magic. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Vola, like, hangs on Carnifex, as she would when she would in life, and she has her head on your shoulder. It's so good to see you again, Father. I wish it was in better conditions, but it will be good to fight beside you again. And I can show you all the new tricks I learned. I've been practicing.
I'd like that. It's been rough without you.
It's been a long time. The steward returns. She claps her hands. Right then. Have we decided? They're getting restless out there and we're running out of churros, so I'm gonna need you all to put on a really good show. Remember, this time it's to the death. So, make your peace and, have fun. And the doors will open out onto the sand. The teams of 4 making their way out for the last time. And that is where we're going to end our episode. Thanks for watching, Crimson. Appreciate it. It was a fun one. Let's do some shout-outs, go around the horn here, and then we will close out today's show. Playing Carnifex. Draconics, where can we find you on the internet?
I am so emotionally exhausted right now. Hi, I'm Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. It's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place, but honestly, I think now that the holidays are coming up, I'm pretty much doing nothing. So you can just find me on Twitter right now.
Nice.
I'm doing stuff, but like all behind the scenes, off stream kind of stuff. But so yeah, you can just follow me on Twitter. I usually tweet about anime, TTRPGs, or the combination of both a lot of the time. So yeah.
Nice.
I'm
Excellent.
probably gonna go and cry for a bit.
It's okay. It's all right. Good. Playing Lenore, the Lady May. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet at the Lady May, and that's MEA. Twitter and Twitch most often. Here playing Lenore, and Friday evenings 9 p.m. Eastern on Stella Luna's channel for Unbound, where I play Nell. And then sometimes on my own channel, we've been doing the Wheel of Time watch parties, which has been a lot of fun. And then, yeah, New Year, hopefully there's going to be some stuff and planning some good society.
Good things.
Stuff.
Good things.
The New
Excellent.
Year. Yeah.
Thank you for playing. Dwin, you got your flute and then it got taken away from you immediately. Played by Meyer. Where can we find you at on the internet?
Hi, you can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer. Yeah, I mean, like, Dwin's a tabaxi, so, like, I rolled his, like, feline characteristic of the week, and that was, he was affixed with something, and that happened to be the flute, and,
so
yeah, so,
so
he had the
good.
flute, he got it, he got bored with it.
Yeah, as soon as Valant stopped paying attention to him, that was it. It was over.
It was
wow.
over.
That's so good.
But yeah, had a lot of fun today. Dwayne's an interesting character, and you know, because he doesn't have his memories and stuff, like, it allows Dwayne to be a certain kind of himself that, you know, likely wouldn't be as kind of like free to like fight and that kind of stuff as he would have been otherwise. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's been really cool to explore. Looking forward to seeing what happens in a couple weeks' time, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Valanth was played by Evie Caps. You can follow her at Evie Caps on Twitch as well, where she does the streaming things. There you go. Hi, I'm Joel. I'm your Dungeon Master. You know that because this is my channel. This has been DieFall, Ruin, Crimson. We'll be back in 2 weeks for this particular show. Next week, Strixhaven is back on Monday at 3 p.m. And then it's like the holidays, and we're just kind of like, we're figuring it out as we go. So, yeah. Go to the Patreon, patreon.com/DieFall, and support us. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.